Happy Friday, everybody. Today we got earnings from JP Morgan, and you can see JP Morgan is pumping not a lot, 0.88%, and then Citigroup also had a great earnings. You can see here the earnings expectation 32.88% upside earnings, and the revenue 4.5% upside. JP Morgan 9.66% earnings higher and 0.62% revenue, which is very, very good. This means we are looking for a new all-time high by the end of this year. And yeah, I think if earnings are good, everything should be in line to go to new highs. And you can watch my video from end of day and you can see the projections. So today we will just review quickly the levels for this morning. So S&P 500 came to the buy zone. You can see very nicely 2 times touching the green lines. I told this to my private Discord group and private channel group. I released a video. If you want to join, there's a link in the description. You can join. It's very, very cheap, and you can chat with me free. Anyhow, so it was in the buy zone. You can see around end of day 2 p.m. It touched the buy zone, and then again this morning around 6 a.m. touched the buy zone, and now it's going to the neutral zone. So red lines are the resistance or sell zones, and green lines are the support where you should be looking to buy. Now we are going back in the neutral zone, which is basically no trade zone. So if market opens, we go back. If we fall around 43.35, sorry, that's a time to buy. If we go above around 43.81, that's the time you should be looking to take profits if you bought already yesterday or you bought this morning pre-market. But in the middle, there is no trade here, all right? So you don't want to take trade in the middle. So just wait for either to go below in the green lines to buy or go in the red lines to sell. NSPY, the gap is still not filled. Yesterday's gap. Pre-market, these lines are pre-market, but if I show you the regular trading hours, you can see this gap is still not filled. So I think looks like they want to fill this gap. So maybe they will do it today. So from where we are pre-market to that gap is around 0.93%. It's quite possible that can happen, okay? And if I go to 1 hour chart, if I hide this, you can see here, little bit of gap up. This is the line here, little bit of gap up, 434.29. It looks like we want to go fill this gap from here. And yeah, looks like this gap is very close, so just that could be your target for today. Okay, so let's go back to extended trading hours and let's go back to these indicator. All right, go back, here you go. So yeah, so that gap is around as of now, SPY is 0.18% and 0.93%. So that, let's look at futures, how much that 0.9% will be. 9% will take us to second standard deviation. That's quite possible. So anywhere closer to second and third standard deviation, these two second and third red lines, these are really, really good shot. So 43, let's say 4400, right? If it comes to 4400, that's where you should be looking for bears to like drop this, try to take it down. So just keep that in mind. Nasdaq 100, same thing here, same scenario, came to buy zone, and again this morning came to buy zone, now bouncing, going to neutral zone, and again the levels here are 15,295, 15,369, and 1544. Now for some reason, if we come down to 15,098, look to buy again. All right, and let's look at triple Qs, and the gap on triple Qs is around 377. Now from here, that gap is almost 2% away. I don't know if you're gonna go that far, but that's surely a target. If SPY goes 1%, maybe triple Qs wants to go very closer to this gap. So keep that in mind. Dow Jones also in the neutral zone, same story here, back to neutral zone. Russell 2000 just bouncing from the buy zone. It was sold heavily yesterday. You can see came below third standard deviation. That was the perfect buy around 2 o'clock, and now it's just consolidating, and now it's going higher. So again, still very close to the buy zone. 1735, it comes back below here. Look to buy IWM, which is the ETF. Let me show you here. This is the ETF IWM. There is a gap here. I think the white line, it looks like it filled the gap and now it's going higher. There's a gap down yesterday, 174. So that could be easy over target, 1% away. All right. Let's look at what else is here. Gold. Oh wow, gold is pumping all of a sudden, 2% high. What happened? What did happen? I'm not sure. Gold pumping broke this resistance. Wow, that's a big discovery. Amazing. Silver also broke this resistance. This is what you need to break the resistance. A big, massive candle, 2%. Gold miners must be pumping like crazy, I think. Gold miners are up unbelievable, 4% higher pre-market, opening on a gap up. You can see this, it's here, right on the gap here. So I think it's what's going to happen. They're going to open here and then sell down. All right. Okay, now go back to gold. Let's go to 1 minute chart. Wow, that's a quite a interesting indication, but wow, it's above our standard deviation, so good time to short here. Definitely no brainer. Silver is going to the first standard deviation as well. Natural gas looking like nearby and neutral zone, so still consolidating. Crude oil also jumping higher. Looks like there must be some news, so that's why all these commodities are pumping near sell zone. Dollar is struggling. Well, it's coming from sell zone, so it's good that it can go all the way down to the buy zone. So from here it can still go all the way down 0.4%. Bitcoin started jumping near sell zone, so 26,950 is the resistance, 26,692 is the buy zone. Ethereum, same thing, near neutral zone, 1558 and up sell, 1536 and below buy. Pre-market stocks, Tesla Tesla is near buy zone. Yep. Apple is near sell zone. Let's look at red stocks. Let's see if there's anything. I think Netflix is near buy zone. You can see near second standard deviation, third standard deviation in the pre-market. Netflix is very good time to buy. Let's see what else is here. Meta is in neutral zone. Google is also in neutral zone. So I think from all big stocks, Snowflakes is also now in neutral zone. NVDA is also, so yeah, I think only Netflix is what you should be looking to buy. Everything else is looking like pumping. Toronto Stock Exchange is in Hang Seng Index is also in the buy zone. Alibaba's and other stocks you can look to buy. And commodities, look at copper in the neutral zone, palladium in the neutral zone, wheat is near sell zone, corn is near sell zone, soya beans is near sell zone, sugar is near neutral zone, and yeah, gold miners must be pumping 4% high, so you can see gap is now filled. Let's see pre-market utilities are still in the neutral zone. I think all these financial earnings are gonna pump all these stock market. Okay, guys, let's quickly wrap up with the S&P 500 now touching neutral zone. You have to wait for it to fall below 43.35 to buy or sell above 43.81. Nasdaq, same thing. Wait for it to go below 15.098 to buy or sell above 15.300. All right, guys, good luck. Take care. Bye.